Mighty Ducks get their wings back. I review the Mighty Ducks Game Changers trailer right now. Alright, yes, so the Mighty Ducks Game Changers, this trailer, before we get to the minute, before we get to my review, allow myself to introduce myself. My name is Lee Dickey, comedian, actor, producer, reviewer, and a total quack, but in a good way, because today we are talking about the Mighty Ducks Game Changers, the new streaming series from Disney Plus. I'm going to review the trailer right here and right now, but before we get to that, please do subscribe here to the Lee Dickey TV YouTube channel. Visit my official website, leetdickey.com. Find my podcast, Yo Nostalgia and the Beats and Speaks podcast on your favorite podcast app and player of choice. Rate us 5 stars and leave reviews too if you would, please and thanks. Follow along on social media. All the fun and the links are in the description. My handle is @LeeTDickey. All right, now that all the housekeeping is out of the way, let's get to my review of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers trailer, the new series from Disney Plus that's starting on March 26th, right here and right now. Okay, so the series stars Brady Noon, this 12-year-old child actor who stars as Evan, this little boy that gets cut by the Mighty Ducks and is basically talked down to by the coach/handler. If you can't, I gotta cut you because if you're not good at hockey at this age, why bother? If you can't be good at hockey at this age, why bother? His mother, played by Lauren Graham, who's known for her roles in Parenthood and the Gilmore Girls, basically says, why can't kids just play sports to have fun? Goes on this rant, and it gets recorded by everybody, and Brady Noon, who, again, plays Evan, is just kind of like, Mom, please, let's just go. Let's just get out of here, right? The series itself, I think, is set in Minnesota because there's a shot of Evan, Brady Noon, in the set room, I guess, for him, his character, and you see in the background a Minnesota Wild hat, so I'm assuming it's set in Minnesota. Now, again, like I said, the series stars Brady Noon, Lauren Graham, and Emilio Estevez reprises his role as Gordon Bombay. Now, when I say reprises, obviously Emilio Estevez was in the first 3 films, The Mighty Ducks, D2, and D3. D3 is honestly my favorite of the Mighty Ducks films. Why? Because it's the first one I saw. I saw that film first. I saw them in reverse order, basically. I went D3, D2, and then the Mighty Ducks. Personally, I love D3. D2, okay, great. The first one, the Mighty Ducks, with obviously Emilio Estevez and Lane Smith as the Hawks head coach. I mean, I know Lane Smith more for his role on Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, which ran from 1993 to 1997, but I'm getting sidetracked. Back to the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. This, so Evan gets cut, and his mother, played by Lauren Graham, says, look, they don't get to take hockey away from you, we'll just create our own team. So already, I'm in a bit of a, how do I put this? I'm a bit dejected because it's like, wait a sec, they're taking on the Mighty Ducks and they have to create a team name from scratch. That's fine, but I'm like, the show's called the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. So what are you going to call the team? The Mighty, the Game Changers, or the Mighty Game Changers, or something? Why not just call the team that is the protagonists in this series, sort of the misfit kids, if you will, or the kids that were always told that, no, you can't do this, can't do that, you're too small, you're too whatever. Why not call them the Mighty Ducks? Why have that name on the sort of antagonist team? I don't get it. Or are they just called the Ducks and we're just going to put Mighty at the front of it when the protagonist team takes the ice? To me, I don't know. It's a little confusing for me. I don't know. I'll put the trailer in the cards and in the description so you guys can probably, watch this and decipher it for yourselves. But I'm just kind of like, why not just give the Mighty Ducks team name to this team of, say, like, misfits? I don't even know if that's the proper term. But, I mean, they're basically a team of everybody that's been told you're too small, you're too this, you're too that, and you can't really play hockey. And if you're not good at it, why would you even bother? Okay, so, like, you give the team name to another team, the antagonist team, and these sort of kids, misfits, whatever you want to call them, they're just supposed to start from scratch. Alright, to me, it's a bit weird. Doesn't really make sense, but then again, I don't work at Disney, and I didn't come up with the concept for the show. There's a shot of Lauren Graham's character walking into an ice rink, because basically to create your own team within this series, a team needs a coach and a home rink. So she's scouting out this place, and she happens upon Coach Gordon Bombay, played by Emilio Estevez. More Emilio Estevez films that you might know of are Free Jack and Maximum Overdrive, Young Guns and Young Guns 2. So, and he's also Martin Sheen's son, so that would make him Charlie Sheen's brother. And ironically, I was watching this trailer, and I saw a shorter version of this trailer about a month ago. And somebody had said that Emilio Estevez was looking more and more like Martin Sheen. And I knew that, Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez were father and son. Until watching the two trailers, I'm going to link the one that I'm talking about in the description and in the cards, like I said. But after watching these, I was like, man, they're looking so much more alike as, say, Emilio Estevez gets older, right? Like, if they were going to say reboot The West Wing, hey, get Emilio Estevez in there, man. That would be cool. Like, he looks more and more like a younger Martin Sheen. I'm just saying. But getting back to this Mighty Ducks The Game Changers trailer. So, Lauren Graham's character, she's looking up a rink, right? She finds it. She also finds a sort of dejected Gordon Bombay, played by Emilio Estevez. And he says, look, like, no hockey in this rink. She's like, yeah, but I hate hockey. And he's just all, I hate hockey. And then Lauren Graham just kind of fires back, like, yeah, but you own an ice rink. He's like, yeah, it's kind of weird, right? And it's cool. I find it funny that, like, because this is something I would do. Like, if I own a property, like, if I own an ice rink, I love, like, suites and stuff. So, yes, I'm a fan of the fact that he is, yeah, it's weird that I own an ice rink and I don't like hockey and don't want anything to do with it. And he's eating a cake, like half of, say, like a birthday cake or something. I just find that cool. I find that funny because I know that that's something, if somebody said, here's half a cake, eat it, yeah, I'm going to take a shot at it, right? I might not get the whole thing down, but I'm definitely going to leave a dent, leave a mark in at least the side of that cake, right? So I just thought that was cool. We see shots of Gordon Bombay, Emilio Estevez kind of feeling dejected. He looks a bit dejected because he's just like, no hockey, I hate it. And, Lauren Graham is just like, you have a chance to do something different. And Emilio Estevez is just like, I've spent my whole life chasing hockey and I got nothing to show for it. And Lauren Graham is just like, yeah, but you got us. And it's kind of it's a nice little throwback to the Mighty Ducks film series that started in 1992 and went all the way through to 1996. I mean, they made the first one came out in 92. I think the second one came out in 94. And then D3 came out in 96. I think that's just cool. There's like little nods to the three films that came previously. More shots of Gordon Bombay kind of giving like emotional speeches, and I don't want to say setting the kids straight, but they're kind of giving them the kick up the backside they need, where they're just like, I think Brady Noon's character is like, tell me that, say, the underdogs prevail, or something like that. And Gordon Bombay, Emilio Estevez is just like, you gotta make this happen for yourself. Like, it's for nobody else but you. So you gotta make this happen, right? And then there's a shot of somebody scoring a goal, and the trailer ends on Lauren Graham and I think her other son, who's not much. He's sort of a comic foil, right? Like, it's a children. It's marketed, I think, towards kids. Obviously, it's Disney, and there's this shot that ends the trailer with Lauren Graham just screaming or yelling like, nothing but net, nothing but net, and her other son is just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's basketball. And like, there were certain moments in this trailer that, I mean, I'm not laughing out loud, but I am familiar with the property, so I guess that's why, like, I'm looking forward to it. The series debuts on March 26th, and then we'll release episodes weekly thereafter on Disney Plus. So, she's screaming nothing but net, nothing but net. The kid's like, yeah, I think that's basketball. I mean, there were moments in this trailer that made me chuckle. Like, I'm not laughing out loud, but I did chuckle a couple times. And then the last shot before the logo for the series comes in is, don't get discouraged, guys. It's Lauren Graham just saying, look, guys, don't get discouraged, because they're watching Game Tape, right? And Lauren Graham is just like, guys, don't get discouraged. We're going to get better at this. This is why you watch Game Tape. And her son, that isn't Brady Newman, I don't know if the actor's name is listed. I don't know it off the top of my head. But he's just like, yeah, kind of, it's like a master class in sucking. And I chuckled at that. And then you get a graphic of the series logo coming in, and then the trailer just kind of stops. So, I mean, like, overall, I'm familiar with the property because, I was born in the late 80s, grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, loved the Mighty Ducks franchise. Personally, D3 is my favorite because that's the one I saw first, and that's the one I saw most often, and that's the only one, actually, that I own. So, I still watch it every now and again on VHS. I still have a working VCR, and I have that movie on cassette. So I watch it that way. I don't have to, I just choose to, right? I mean, I'm excited. I'm probably going to watch at least the pilot, okay? I'm familiar with the property, like I said. When I was a kid, these films were right up my alley, and I watched them, the third one especially, the most. So I watched them constantly. Looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This wraps up an episode on the Mighty Ducks Game Changers, the trailer. This wraps up my review. Thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow along on social media at Lee T. Dickey. Visit my official website, leetdickey.com. Subscribe here to Lee Dickey TV, the YouTube channel. Subscribe to both my podcasts, the Beats and Speaks podcast and Yo Nostalgia, on your favorite podcast app and player of choice. Rate us 5 stars. Leave reviews. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for tuning in. Did I mention follow along on social media at Lee T. Dickey? All the links to all the fun and information that you need are down below. I will link the trailer in the cards and in the description so you may watch it for yourselves. Thank you all again for tuning in. This wraps up another episode on LeeTDickey.com, Lee Dickey TV, the YouTube channel, and the Beats and Speaks podcast. I'll probably throw this up there. I might even throw it up on Yo Nostalgia just because the Mighty Ducks is sort of a classic property. So you might get them on both shows. Subscribe at your heart's content, please, and thanks. All right, I have been Lee Dickey. This has been another video and another episode. Thanks again for watching. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. All right, we'll talk to you later. Take care. Peace.